the full interview.
Got this beautiful interview. We were on Harps and Needles.
Harps and Needles.
We wanted this to happen. We want comedy to come back.
We got Russiagated.
We got Russiagated again. It's like, how many times do we gotta get fucking cock blocked at this point?
It's like,
what's this dude have to do to spend one night in jail?
I'm
not saying this is one night, bro. Comedy can come back for one night.
For a night.
For a night, bro. That's all we're asking for.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did an interview with Rupert Murdoch. No, what's his name?
Sean Hannity. Rupert Murdoch owns the whole fucking every single right-wing media.
I know.
In the Western world.
He owns Fox.
But he owns But yeah, so we give you this gold. And without further ado, Donald Trump being himself. This was on Tuesday.
Hannity, now moments ago, I wrapped up an extensive, wide-ranging interview with former President Donald J. Trump. Here is part 2 of that interview. Take a look. I want to talk about elections. And I agree with you, and you mentioned at your rally last night. It's a position I share. I would like to see election day be a national holiday. I would like elections to be paper ballots, making exceptions.
That's actually... It's actually good.
Good. Was that one the most? That's probably the best thing to ever come out of Sean Hannity's mouth in the history of Sean Hannity.
Yeah.
He wants election day to be a national holiday. Okay.
For the military, the sick, the elderly, those exceptions, they can apply for an absentee ballot. I would like a national holiday, partisan observers in every precinct watching the vote all day long when the polls close.
Yeah. This is where he loses it because those quote poll watchers weren't actually poll watchers. They were just people there to intimidate people voting in poor communities. Like
partisan, not partisan.
Yeah, no
observers. I want partisan observers making sure the ballots aren't just fucking.
Yeah, that's where it.
Oh God.
And then if there's an honest election,
blow my nose.
If it's an honest election, it'll be like the poll watchers weren't partisan. But yeah. Yeah. He's got to blow his fucking nose. But no, this interview went pretty off the rails. But I want to hear the part where he just like rips into DeSantis because it's crazy. They say DeSantis is Trump but sensical. No, DeSantis is a fucking goober. He says nothing to him, not even an entertainment factor. No.
Trump is entertaining, folks.
Yeah. You declare a winner.
So entertaining, he ruined actual entertainment.
Yeah. Oh, Sean Hannity's about to say something about Democrats.
Democrats are more involved in voting early. They're more involved in voting by mail. And most states, most people may not know this, have legal.
Yeah, during the pandemic. Yeah.
Ballot harvesting. It's been embraced by the Democrats and not
ballot harvesting. See, there he goes, just peddling election fucking conspiracy again. Like these people never stop. The reason that they can't say the voting machines were fucking whatever the fuck is because Dominion literally sued them for like $1 billion.
Domino's?
No, Dominion. They ran the My Pillow guy out of business.
No, because I heard there was like a Pizzagate too. Like Hillary Clinton was running a little fucking ball out of fucking Papa John's or some shit. No?
It was a pizza parlor, but yeah.
Pizza parlor, yeah, anyway.
And the pizza was like code for like pussy. It's like such a dumb. Yo, take your foot off because we're gonna lose the recording.
Yeah,
we gotta keep this wire out of the way here. Alright, let's go.
There are states that are exceptions like Florida. you know, you have now changed your position. Do you think that Republicans' reluctance and resistance to mail-in ballots and voting early and ballot harvesting like Democrats, has that been a mistake? Was that the mistake in 2022?
I never changed anything. What I did is say mail-in ballots are automatically corrupt. If you have mail-in
They're
ballots,
automatically corrupted, folks, just like my administration. I love Gazprom.
Mailing your ballot is corrupt these days. Like,
No.
so you have to be in line in person. No, God, yeah, this is just.
Yeah, like what about like fucking?
Yeah, no.
Old people always mail in ballots.
We're literally looking into it too seriously. This is a Trump.
Yeah, this
thing.
is a Trump thing.
Yeah. We're gonna be silly because this whole thing is silly.
you're going to have very dishonest elections. France had mail-in ballots. They had to go away from it. They had
They
election.
went back to
They went back to paper.
No, they didn't. France still has mail-in ballots. Yeah.
Ballots, and by 10 o'clock in the evening, everybody was happy that it was announced, and that was it. You want paper ballots.
It was
You
a
want safe
pandemic,
voting.
yo.
Because, you know, we have elections where they sit around for 62 days. Big boxes of ballots are laying all over the floor. You take a look at what happened in Atlanta and some of these other places, but they're sitting all over.
Yeah, the blackest, gayest city actually voted for Trump. Come on, bro. Like, Atlanta, you can't pick a better, like if he said Austin, I would have been like,
conservative gays though.
there are.
They might have actually did.
Yeah,
vote for
maybe.
Trump.
No.
Atlanta ain't San Francisco, bro.
No, it's not, but still,
In some cases.
the results
So
were
you've got
fair.
Months of elections, and people are saying, what's going on? Boxes are moving from here to there. It's ridiculous. We should have same-day voting, we should have paper ballots, and we should have one other thing, voter ID.
We're not going to, and signature verification and chain of custody controls and partisan
The
observers.
Democrats don't want it.
But my question
Excuse me, the Democrat voters want it. 88%. The people, the Democrat voters want it, but the Democrat politicians don't want.
So for 2024, should Republicans embrace early voting, voting by mail?
Voting by Hispanic.
It's crazy. I forget the comedian's name. I forget. Voting by Hispanic.
Voting by Hispanic.
Well, no, voting by Hispanic would actually be for.
Swung it for Trump, bro.
Swung it for Trump.
Hispanics, think like 30% of them vote for Trump.
Yeah,
Something crazy like that.
yeah, but
You got record
But
black people voting.
it's crazy. I forget what comedian it was. It was I could be wrong, but I think it was Phil Ismay. He said that there was a petition, right? There was a petition to make ID required to vote, right? All these people in front of a wow with this petition, and he said, all right, do you need my ID for the petition? And he was like, no, we can verify you by your address, by this, by that. So it was like, it's BS, bro. You don't need an ID to be registered to vote, you know?
Don't you though?
No.
You don't need an ID to vote?
No, bro. They verify by where you live.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah, I
shit.
remember
There's so
that.
many other ways, and you got to think like
No,
a lot
but
of,
dude, in Miami
places-
Dade, they make you show an ID.
No. You just gotta have your card.
Oh right,
You gotta
the voting
verify your
card. Yeah,
address, that's
the
it.
voting card. Yeah.
But the thing that's crazy is that, like, especially in states where you got to drive everywhere, right? There's a lot of people that they've never had a car, so they've never had a need to get a driver's license, so they really don't have an ID. You know, there's people like that. So, I mean,
And embrace the tactics of the Democrats and follow the ballot harvesting laws of their respective states.
Well, they're gonna have no choice because we have to do it. But if you were running and you're like.
Gonna have no choice, no choice.
No
choice. No choice, folks.
I can't get elected dog catcher,
No, I
Mr.
know,
President.
but what I'm saying is,
Agree with
no,
that.
I don't. I think you could get elected and everything.
not
And I think you do a fantastic job.
Thank you.
But if
Yeah, the
you're
zing.
running for office as a person that's not very well known, and the people know me, I think that's why I'm going up during this hoax that's taking place in New York.
let me try my
And-
phone.
By the way, and with the Boxers hoax, I mean, how can you look at me as an example with the Boxers hoax and.
What is the Boxers
Joe Biden,
hoax?
Where he has
What is the...
That he took the fucking boxes home and it's all classified information.
Oh.
The boxes, folks, I declassified the information as soon as I saw it.
I saw it. I declassified it in my head.
It reminded me of the X-Men comics I used to read as a little kid.
I saw it in my head. I declassified
It's
it.
declassified, folks. I took it home with me. Thank you, Stan Lee.
150 boxes of stuff, where as a senator he had all classified.
What about
as a senator he had all classified.
Hillary Clinton and James Comey? No prosecutor would prosecute.
Unbelievable. If you looked at
James Comey.
That's not what he said.
No, he would not. He would not prosecute Hillary Clinton. Unbelievable. yeah.
that caused a tremendous problem within the FBI. You know,
No, it didn't. They unanimously agreed. No, nothing really criminal here.
No.
happy about a couple of things. Actually, I'm happy because we can straighten this out in this country. This country's a mess. We're a mess.
I agree.
Between inflation, the economy, what happened in Afghanistan, it started it because we look so incompetent. Then Putin said, wow, if they're that weak, if they're that incompetent, this is the time to take Ukraine.
It's just rectum-derived foreign policy. I loved it. You know, they saw this.
They saw it happen in Afghanistan.
Folks, they saw what a terrible job we did in Afghanistan. So then, since Vladimir Putin, he said, you look how terrible the Americans look in Afghanistan. What a mess, folks, what a mess. So he said, if that's how it looks over there, I should probably invade Ukraine. So terrible, so sad. Yeah, right. This is just all rectum-derived foreign policy.
And don't forget, he would have never done that with me. Would have never done
I
it.
want to get into that, but let's stay focused. I want to stay on this
You
last
would have been helping him. Yeah.
part of this, because I think this is really very critical. I mentioned Comey. No prosecutor would prosecute. Deleted emails, right? 33,000. Devices destroyed with hammers.
Actual fact!
The deleted emails.
What did you do with
I love
those
it.
fucking emails?
He's like, the deleted emails, 33,000. Yeah, 33.
33.
He's like,
SIM cards removed. Hillary's dirty dossier. FISA warrants.
Dirty dossier.
ooh.
Ooh, it sounds sexy, bro. I was like, what the fuck was in that
Pantsuit
dossier?
going rogue. Yeah.
On that dossier. That was 2016. Now fast forward to 2020. Now you have FBI. They've had Hunter Biden's laptop since December of 2019. We know, thanks to the New York Post and others, the FBI was having weekly meetings with big tech. You referred to it a little bit earlier, warning them about potential misinformation in the days leading up to the 2020 presidential election. Now, the former head of the Twitter site of Integrity, in a case of Missouri, is now when
Fingal. Oh, folks, it's an ongoing struggle.
Fingal J. Heim.
Fingal J. Heimer. Oh, is the cat?
Yeah.
Fingal.
I'm gonna open the door to your room.
Yeah. We'll be right back, folks, momentarily.
Yeah.
How you doing? How's everybody's weekend? How did it go? Ooh, I fucked that one up. Okay. Grande, chiquito, gigante, argentino.
Alright, we settled it with Fingal J. Heim. Roll the
I
clip.
don't.
now Senator Eric Schmidt, then Attorney General Eric Schmidt was involved in, specifically said that the FBI will say the misinformation, it may be about Joe Biden, it may be about Hunter Biden. So now they had this thing since December 2019. They knew your lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, had a copy.
That's right.
So they knew it would likely be public, and the FBI is now telling big tech that this is likely going to be misinformation. That information then got censored across the board. Okay, explain that to me.
So it's
You literally can't.
Yeah.
massive election interference. They said they knew it was
Massive, just like the border, folks. Let me tell you,
Massive.
a lot of them are rapists. A lot of them are
And they raped this election,
MS-69
folks.
homosexuals.
They raped this election,
They
folks.
raped this election anally.
Yo, where's my... Oh, there's my phone. I'm sorry.
the whole thing with Russia because they
The
knew
whole
at
thing.
that time that the dossier, the famous dossier, was garbage. It was made up by Hillary Clinton and the Democrats and the DNC. The Democrats made it up. It was all made up. They took this thing and they sent it around to everything and it was totally made up, and now everybody agrees to that. Somebody should have been prosecuted for that. And you know what? It should be this group that does, because now they have all of the information. Go a step further. They spied on my campaign. Do you remember I said a long time ago, you know, I hear that they spied on my campaign. And at that time, because truth is incredible, but at that time I was using Twitter. Now
I'm talking about Truth Social, folks.
Yeah.
Not the actual truth, of which I do not.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. I
Yeah,
think.
that's what I'm saying. Because he doesn't believe in actual truth.
Yeah.
This is Truth Social.
truth. Although they want me back on Twitter desperately.
Are you gonna go back?
We'll
No.
talk about that at some point, but I love truth. I think truth is incredible. It's up, I think 389%. It's the hottest thing there is.
By the way, Elon.
380. Hold on.
Not true.
389% what?
Yeah, it's not true because we've literally been on it and there's like 5 comments to everything.
Yeah. When I posed as Cletus the voice.
We go on there and just
Troll.
troll right wingers.
You're at only 20 million.
Well, it was not,
Not 20 billion, I'm sorry.
but he did a big favor by letting people know how corrupt our government is, because that's essentially what it is. But think of it. So they go in and they are interfering. The FBI is interfering with an election. And I'd be willing to bet that the people that work in the FBI, the agents, the various, I would bet I'd have 90% of that vote too. But the top people, when you look at Comey, he was just terrible. Did you ever see the inspector? And I had to fire him. And by the way, I fired him very early. You're not, a lot of people say you can't really go so quickly, you gotta go through a process.
You happy with Chris Wray?
But just so you understand, I put Chris Wray in because I wanted to have somebody in there that everybody, including the other side, really wanted. It may not have been the right move, let's see, time will tell, okay? But I wanted to have somebody in the FBI because I'm an honorable guy, I'm an honest guy. I may have made a mistake, but I put somebody in that the other side, everybody agreed to. You know who recommended him to me? Chris Christie. Okay, he recommended him, and that's okay. I don't mind.
Krispy
I was
Kreme.
at the donut shop with my good friend Chris, and he said you should ever commend him as Attorney General. And I said, perfect. I was having a cup of Joe with Chris Crispy.
Chris Christie's recommendations before, and other people wanted Christopher Wray, and people from the other side wanted Christopher Wray.
But now
And I
Jim
think
Jordan
the
is investigating though if the FBI is politicized.
Yeah.
I've interviewed 2 of the whistleblowers. There's gonna be, according to his committee, dozens of FBI whistleblowers. And they're also looking into the question, and you brought up these words last night, the weaponization of the Department of Justice.
Total.
So the question is, so they had the laptop since 2019. They could have easily verified it within days, I would imagine.
talking about the Hunter Biden laptop?
Talking about the Hunter Biden
The Hunter Biden laptop, folks.
Would likely leak it. And FBI agents are meeting weekly with big tech saying that might be misinformation.
By the way, the lawyer couldn't leak it because they took it away from him. They took it away. And, they raided his apartment and they took a lot of the things he has. I don't know if they took that, but I think they took it away or they took parts of it away. But they raided a lawyer's. Rudy was a lawyer and is a lawyer and a good one. And Rudy's been proven.
And he
a lot
happens
about
to be
a lot of
Jewish,
things
folks,
having to do
of
with-
which I don't wish to persecute.
I don't
Let me
wish-
tell you,
I
the
have
great people,
friends,
great
friends.
relationships. I love the West Bank more than the West Coast.
Ukraine and others. But one thing you have to say, lawyers, I always thought they were a little bit sacred territory. In other words, if you're in litigation,
Oh,
At least he believes in something.
Yeah.
I mean,
the
fuck.
lawyers never brought in I have every time somebody wants to represent
Lawyers
me.
is-
No, that's not. You don't
Lawyers
think
are
lawyers
sacred.
are fucking sacred. You sue people over the fucking color of your hair.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking
Lawyers
about?
are sacred. They do a very important job. Yeah.
I can do
He
ridiculous.
does like
stuff, dude.
comedy lawsuits.
I'm gonna sue Bill Maher.
Bill Maher said I have a.
He
but-
said I'm orangutan
It's-
American. I'll have you know I'm German.
Yeah. I have to sue Chris Cuomo's parents for giving birth to him.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
You told me about it. That's crazy, bro.
And I have a lot of people that want to represent me because they think it's so unfair the way we've all been treated. But they end up getting brought before grand juries and stuff. They end up getting sued individually.
He's like, nobody's been persecuted like me. Let me tell you, when people have actually been persecuted.
I'm practically the whore of Krakow. Please, folks, I've been persecuted.
Yo, I love the music. He's like, no president has been persecuted like me when they're like presidents that have actually been
Shot.
persecuted.
Yeah.
What do you need it for? I have plenty of people. The good thing is I have plenty of people with great spirit that do want to represent me. And we have some very, very good people. But think of it.
Very good
Lawyers,
people.
for the
Tremendous
first time,
people.
I've had lawyers that I've known for a long time calling me. They said, do you think this is changing now where lawyers all of a sudden are being sued for representing? Lawyers have to come and reveal every conversation with the client. I've got that with the boxes hooks. I'll guarantee you Biden doesn't have it. And what he did with classified information, you know, he had stuff classified information when he was a senator. And I watched Democrat senators get on television and say, I can't believe that. Are you serious? I don't believe that.
I've
They
known
didn't
you for
even believe the
decades.
question.
I can't imagine you ever saying, bring me some of the boxes that we brought back from the White House. I'd like to look at them. Did you ever do
I
that?
would have the right to do that. There's nothing wrong with it.
But I know you. I don't
They're
think you would.
declassified documents.
They're classified. You can't just bring them to your
take 'em.
crib.
You're not the president anymore.
Yeah.
Just took him with him.
He's like, I have work to do, folks.
Tremendous
Mar-a-Lago.
amount of reports.
That.
All right, let me move on.
Remember this.
Yeah.
This is the Presidential Records Act. I have the right to take stuff. Do you know that they ended up paying Richard Nixon, I think, $18 million for what he had? They did the Presidential
No, they
Records Act.
didn't. No, they didn't.
For what?
For his classified documents?
That
No
he-
president ever sold classified documents. Listen to this outrageous.
Maybe him.
Look at this outrageous claim.
Nixon, I think, $18 million. I have the right to take stuff. Do you know that they ended up paying Richard Nixon, I think, $18 million for what he had? They did the Presidential Records Act. I have
Not a chance.
Maybe for his personal record.
Personal, like
Sure.
his journal and shit. Like, okay, maybe.
Yeah, sure. People pay a lot of money for that.
Yeah.
But, like, no. God.
the right to take stuff. I have the right to look at stuff. But
No, not when you're not the president, bro.
People looked out. All of a sudden, they raided Mar-a-Lago, viciously raided Mar-a-Lago.
Viciously
I
raided.
tapes. You know, I gave them tapes of storage areas. I gave it to them. I could have held that back. I wasn't holding anything back that I cared about. I gave them tapes.
That I cared
But you
about?
know the tape they don't want me to reveal? If possible. They've asked me, and I've so far adhered to it. The raid itself.
Wait a
We
minute.
have.
I'll take that tape
I know
and I'll air that
The
tape.
what?
Everybody would take that tape.
I'll mask it first.
But no, I have tape, but they think it might be dangerous because of the faces and everything else, and I understand
They
that.
can pixel them out.
But I have tapes of the raid, and the raid is terrible. And the way they treated people is terrible. And the way they treat people now is unbelievable.
It's like he has very limited vocabulary. He just uses just
Terrible.
say terrible.
It's unbelievable.
Terrible, unbelievable, tremendous, fantastic.
And horrible.
Horrible, horrible, so sad.
It's an American wasteland.
Yes, innocent
Wasteland, he
people.
loves that.
You know, his vocabulary is like-
But John,
Chun. Yeah. Oh, hold on. There was more from that interview. Our country is dead, Donald Trump. Andiamo.
So fat. Brendan, you're not fat. It's the shirt.
No, actually
Look
fat.
at Nate. His true classic is tighter at the
That
chest.
guy is not fat.
It's
Let me
chiseled.
ask you this.
Oh,
You
God.
talked about age, so let's forget age. Nikki Haley, she's running for president, suggested if you're over 75, a cognitive test. Is that
Well, I
you
don't
already
take
took
it, but I
yours.
do it. I do it
You
again.
can do it again.
I went to
person, man, car. Yeah, remember that one?
Jackson, who was the
I better
great
do
guy,
about it.
White House doctor, now
Person,
congressman,
camera,
former
TV.
admiral, fantastic. I
Would you
said,
do it again?
oh, I do it now. But I think I take it a step
Please do
further.
it. Please do it. Person, man,
Will
camera,
not pass.
Person, man, camera, TV, or whatever the fuck. Please do it. Please do it. Please.
I don't think it's an age thing. I think a person running for president, you couldn't even say running for certain offices if you want to know the truth. Now, I don't know if it's constitutional, because people would say it's unconstitutional. But I would say that if you could do it, but I'd like to see it for anybody running for president. I think somebody from running for president taking a cognitive test, you know, they do it in China, but it's done a different way.
What? He's like, but it's done a different
It's
way.
done in a
Running for
communist
president, taking a
dictatorship.
cognitive test, you know, they do it in China, but it's done a different way. They have a caste system, and the smartest person gets to the top.
That's not how a caste
That's
system
not.
works. Everybody's deadlocked into
In
class.
a class for generations.
Oh,
God. He's like, he's like, that's how the free market works, folks.
What's going on with Donald?
He's dumb. That's what's going on.
He's retarded, bro. We want him to get arrested so comedy can come back.
Yeah. Let's play.
I'm tired of watching pronoun shit.
You've proven yourself at the highest level you can.
Some fun questions.
You guys see if Fingelman is out there? Where's Fingal?
He's in the room.
You see him?
Yeah.
Where? On the bed?
Yeah, probably. I can't see him, so yeah.
Pirlo!
Yeah, he's fine.
You see him?
Yeah, dude, he's fine. Hope so.
Alright, you know what, buddy? Pirlo! Pirlo!
He's on the bed, bro. No, basta. Then it becomes the Pirlo show even without him. Cazzo!
Yeah.
No. It's fine.
Change pace a little bit.
That's separation anxiety. Jesus Christ.
Should Biden replace Kamala Harris?
He's going to have a hard time doing so. A big percentage of his party will fight him on it.
No, they won't. They want Kamala gone too.
It's hard to believe, but they will fight him. I think
Like I said, it's like Kamala Harris makes you believe that Michael Jackson's doctor escaped jail somehow. Like,
he's going to have a very hard time doing it.
What does Donald Trump miss the
Oh yeah, because
most
she was
about
Attorney
being
General,
president?
so he did escape because of her.
yeah.
Wow.
And now, and it shows.
Wow.
That I could do
Yeah,
so
it's his
much.
dog,
I'll give
bro.
you
He
an
has
example.
separation
When I
anxiety.
said I could fix this war in Ukraine in 24 hours, but you can only do it.
I could fix this war in Ukraine in 24 hours.
Yeah, by just fucking paying your debts. Probably what the war is about anyway. Donald Trump owes me $65 million.
Yo, open it.
My cazzo, Fingal's a handful and a half. He's fine. Andiamo, damn.
From the presidential seat. You can't do it. Let's say he sent me over as an emissary. You can't do it. You have to be in that position.
You have to be there.
I would fix that within 24 hours. And if I win, before I get into the office, I will have that war settled.
What's your number one
100%.
priority from government?
Oh,
I don't know. To actually fucking represent the people.
represent the people. Policies,
Yeah.
climate change,
Like, Biden doesn't represent us
health,
either, bro.
Free healthcare.
Fuck yeah, free healthcare,
And
fucking.
climate change. That's what the things I care about the most.
I mean, free healthcare for sure, giving people access to education,
Yeah.
and then
Climate
fucking.
change. Climate change. Climate change.
No, but
Second-
also not
second
fucking being a fucking. What do you call it? An example of democracy, and not fucking.
Yeah, I mean that.
Just
right now,
swallowing
yeah.
all this woke-tarded shit.
Yeah, right
that's
now,
happening,
yeah.
bro.
But like, But in terms of policy-wise, the things we need to act the fastest on are healthcare and climate.
Yeah, climate for sure.
Climate.
And
Say
healthcare.
sure. And everything I said has turned out to be right, you know, it has turned out to be right.
So you have a great life now, you know, besides
Well, other than I'm being
legal
investigated
issues.
by every prosecutor in America, you know, if I fly over
Yeah,
to
well, I'm
Democrat
Italian.
state,
We have more parties. I'm
You can
I jokingly say, but if I fly over, I get prosecuted by.
Yeah, but dude, you're French, dude.
Yeah. Hold on.
Parlez-vous français?
Hold on. Listen to this.
legal
Investigated by
issues.
No
every
wonder you got
prosecutor in
5
America.
fucking
You know, if I
parties.
fly over to Democrat state,
Right, you can
I
prosecute.
jokingly say, but if I fly over, I get prosecuted by. I have to go to a grand jury the next morning.
Putting that aside, I would say Donald J. Trump has a great life in Florida, in Mar-a-Lago, plays golf, has golf courses.
He can't even leave the
I know
state,
people-
yo. That's hilarious.
He can go to.
And
Well,
he
no,
wants
he
to
can.
run
He
for-
can go to New York. He went to Waco, Texas.
Yeah,
He can go to. Just can't
He
go
just-
to New York,
and that's what I'm
where he's
saying.
from.
Yeah.
People that have played with you, some of the most famous.
Imagine he runs for president and just can't campaign in New York because he'll get arrested.
No, but I think at a certain point, I mean, if you have an actual warrant, like the fucking state authorities give it over to the feds and they get you, bro. You can't just have an open warrant and then be president. I don't think that makes sense.
I don't think that'll happen. Something's gonna. But I don't know.
It might be another Russian guy.
Played with you. Why give all that up to make this next run? Why?
Because I think our country is dead. We're a failing nation, and I think
We're in detonation, folks.
We're a failed nation.
We're gonna
We're
fail
like
completely.
Mogadishu.
nation in decline. I saved her. I used the term. It's a horrible term.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe.
Our country is dead. That's what we just watched. The Hannity interview is scaring people. Oh, God. Everyone's talking about this interview. He had a meltdown live. Bro, I'm looking for the clip.
So yeah, bro, what's up with Canada?
Yeah, I'm
Do
looking
you like
for the
do you
clip.
like Justin Trudeau?
Yo, I can't even. They're saying it's a meltdown.
It's like the Canadian Macron.
Sector uncertainty under Biden. No, let me hear something that. Who? This Trump interview is scaring people. Hold on. This is a David Pakman, but we'll fast forward to
It's the same one. I think we just saw.
It is the same interview, but I think Fox took it down.
Already?
Yeah, but I think these guys
Showing up on
commented
the
on the
first
most
page of
unhinged
Google
parts.
might not be the best for everyone.
So,
it turns out that they're
hold on, let's see.
even before taking office, which is again, he always has to go first.
Said I would fix that within 24 hours. And
Yeah, we
No,
saw
it's
that.
not.
Yeah. All right, so we saw the unhinged shit.
Saw
That's
the
the Trump
shit.
Yeah, that's. We commented on it. Yeah, but
But I don't know. This guy got me thinking. Like, what would fix our fucking political situation right now, bro?
other parties, a Labor
We
Party.
need a guy
A
that
Labour
from
Party.
the left that's able to call out all this fucking bullshit
Yeah.
that's coming from the left.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you're just giving the right more fucking power, bro. Because
That's
honestly, bro, you go talk to a lot of these fucking woke-tarded people, and it's like, dude. So literally, like, the fucking space lasers, the Jewish space lasers makes more sense. Then, he, him, her, they, her, she's her,
Well, yeah.
come with her,
The thing is that
that's her.
they're similar because Marjorie Taylor Greene had quite a purview of our technology, you know, in regards to Jewish space lasers, the limits of it. You know, the left has quite a purview on genders and the limits.
Yeah.
They're just always.
No, for them it's
expanding.
unlimited. It's
Yeah,
fucking,
it's
a never-ending chasm.
What are you? I'm a Zabble. Yeah. Caesar, say.
Taser!
Like, bruv.
Literally sounds like fucking Gaelic.
Yeah, and you can't say anything about it
And
either.
you can't say shit, bro.
Yeah.
And what do they do? They've literally created this culture of fucking compliance, bro.
Yeah.
If you're not up to code with the newest fucking thing that came out of their fucking mouth, then you have to go away.
Yeah. I gotta yeah, I'm low key.
My
I'm
God.
gonna be kissing some of the PC ring tonight. I got a Ron DeSantis joke.
Oh God.
Yeah, I was like, Ron DeSantis, you know how he wanted to bring the migrants? He wanted to just take the migrants, put them on a bus, and ship them to Martha's Vineyard. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
I was like, that's like a Patrick from SpongeBob solution when he was like, we should take Bikini Bottom and push it somewhere else. You remember that?
No.
Yo, hold on. This is what my joke is based on. Yeah. But yeah,
Why
Ron
would they do that?
DeSantis. You don't remember that episode? This Ron DeSantis.
Oh yeah. Cause they were gonna get invaded.
Yeah, by the worm.
By a Krabby Patty!
We should call my nephew.
We should dig a moat! We should take Bikini Bottom and push it somewhere else!
You know what's crazy? This whole scene is like synonymous with Trump supporter solutions for immigration. Like literally, it's like we should build a moat. Trump suggested building a moat around the border wall.
Yeah, you put some cocodrilos.
I got it! Let's all buy a Krabby Patty!
Let's throw money at the problem. That's what that one is. Lock your doors. They're rapers and thieves and all that.
We should call my nephew.
My nephew's tough and drives a Ram 300.
We should dig a moat!
Trump actually suggested that.
We should take Bikini Bottom and push it somewhere else!
And DeSantis actually suggested, well, did this one. Yo, like, isn't that crazy? Like, there's a children's cartoon and the Republic. It's like the Republican watched this scene and was like, yep, that's their immigration policy.
Yeah, you gotta push them up. But it's true, dude. Like, think about it. All these people, like, on the left are like, oh, yeah, we gotta take more immigrants, migrants, but they only go to the states, specific states, bro.
Hold on.
Nobody in Martha's Vineyard fucking gets migrants, even
what?
though they fucking want
Loki,
them.
I remember the end of this. Watch the end of this. And this is Trump. Trump is coming.
May just be crazy enough to get us all killed!
Oh, no. Then Sandy's like, well, I'm going to wrestle him. That's like the Trump, I feel like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah. I feel like that's definitely synonymous with, what time is it? 8:09? Damn, we got time. Yeah. I feel like that's definitely synonymous with Republican foreign policy, not foreign policy, but immigration policy.
Yeah.
You know? So. Crazy, right? Like, that's the way I've always thought of the Republican Party. Like, not the serious, like the kids' party. You know what I'm saying? Right? Isn't that what... I always thought the Republican Party like the silly, not smart people's party.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh,
I just love the flag.
I just love my flag
Love
and
what it
my
means.
country.
Love my country. I don't like people that ain't from here.
That part you... That's why Cubans are synonymous with the Republican Party as
Yeah,
well.
that's literally just like, I like America.
When it comes to immigrants, only us. Only us. No one else.
No, I mean, that's the story of every immigrant in America.
Yeah,
It's like
literally.
they become established and they're like, no more.
No more, just
No
us.
more, just us.
Yeah.
Story of America. It's racist,
Yeah.
but it's entertaining.
Yeah, it is definitely entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else happened?
What else happened? Oh, there was a trans shooter.
Oh yeah, that's nuts, bro.
Yeah, you know what I think?
Because that's what happens when you don't give affirming care.
No,
you don't acknowledge she, them, sure, her.
The discussion.
don't.
It's crazy because the discussion doesn't change. It's still about gun control and
Yeah.
mental health care. But the narrative of mental health care is like, all right, a lot more kids are committing suicide that are actually transitioning and putting on
Yeah,
porn
post
blockers.
transition.
But here's one that just went postal.
Here's one that just went postal, and then they barely mention it. Like, I didn't even know I thought she was a woman.
Yeah, barely.
CNN, any fucking major
No, it was a
left-wing
trans
station.
man. It was a woman becoming a man.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. But, dude, none of them brought it up. None of them mentioned it at all. And it's like, well, it's the first ever. And they wouldn't bring it up?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, bro? Because obviously the narrative is like, no, it's going to cause violence against trans people.
No, but they're trans. It was a trans. They can do whatever they want at any time, whenever.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously going to be found innocent. It's like, oh my god, this is just a rough time for you. You're going through it. You have to express your sexuality in a violent way.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, it's right. But the discussion doesn't change still, nonetheless. It is about gun control, but it's like, what are you gonna do at this point? There's more guns than people in this country.
For real.
You know.
I mean, let's do shit that makes sense. I mean, actually, I don't know about the whole, and then they push it on the left. They're like, we need to do a registry. Every firearm needs to be. People don't like that, bro. Clearly,
They have to do something, bro.
But-
that makes sense. That's in a country where people already have guns. I think registry is like totally. I feel like registry, like explaining the bureaucracy when it comes to guns, because you can't take them, but expanding the bureaucracy required to have and keep them, I feel like is one way to do it.
But that will never go through, bro.
You don't think
Realistically, what we need to do is prevent people that are mentally ill from getting them to begin with.
Have
Because
more
that we can do.
furthering
That
the
we can
bureaucracy,
do,
more
bro.
mental health checks,
More mental health, more
Yo,
fucking
But that would require also making
psychiatric
healthcare.
evaluation.
That would also require making healthcare free.
Yeah,
You know.
because that's why they don't do it. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, that costs money.
Yeah.
He has to go to a doctor.
Yeah, he might be violent and murdering masses of people.
But
How
I wanna
much
make
is
a buck.
treatment? Oh, we can't do that. I'm supposed to get a boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
But yeah, I feel like, bro, we could fix it somehow like that, bro.
You just gotta add more layers to the bureaucracy. You know?
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. I know Republican bureaucracy is annoying and Republicans hate bureaucracy, but you have to understand, like bureaucracies that seem unnecessary, that are this complex, believe it or not, that's part of the reason why this is a first world country. You can't do away with bureaucracy.
Yeah, but bureaucracies are also evil, bro. I mean, that's the nature
They
of bureaucracy.
can be, but you need bureaucracy to have a first world country. You just need bureaucracy, bro. You can't have a free for all country.
Yeah.
You know.
But we got too much, bro.
For
the wrong. We got bureaucracy. We got no bureaucracy for guns, but then we got massive bureaucracy for dumb shit.
like jumping the fucking turnstile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like cops are always there.
Yeah.
Always there, just protecting the fair.
Yeah.
It's not public fucking transportation.
Yeah,
private.
It's private. The MTA owns it. You told me it's a private company. I thought it was a
Private
city.
company. No, bro.
They're just subsidized by the city.
Subsidized by our money, and we have to pay for it.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, bro. That's so crazy.
Wild.
Wildin'.
It's like, yeah, that's what I was
It's
thinking.
Canadian guys like, I can't relate, bro.
But I was thinking about
I have
that.
free healthcare. I don't pay for the fucking bus.
Bro, but I was thinking, I'm like, oh, yeah, they're subsidized with our money. And then they're sitting here claims like, no, MTA loses this many million a year to fare hoppers. It's like, how do they
It's
lose it
our
if
money.
they got it from us to begin with?
Yeah.
I'm lost, Like, I know how taxes work, but that would just mean what? You're double profiting off of us? Like,
Yeah, it's a double dip.
yeah.
It's America, bro. They make money on the front end, they make money on the back end.
Yes. A bunch of people are fucking billion and millionaires, for sure.
Of course, bro. The Vanderbilts fucking built the railroads, bro. They're the richest family in New York. They're one of the old rich families.
Anderson Cooper is the heir.
Yeah. And now we gotta deal with his fucking omnisexual opinions.
You alright?
Late night. No, he's not late night. He's like late news.
No, he's just, he's like at 8 o'clock on CNN.
8 o'clock, yeah.
Like he's like on right now. He's a biqueer called American puto. Nah.
Un American putardo.
But alright, yeah, I gotta actually write out my set.
Andiamo. Alright, folks, we'll hit you with another
Hit you with another episode.
Really quick. Alright,
Yo.
take it easy.